Long time ago, in the village, there were village women who were beautiful and simple. She is Siti. She was born in a simple family. Every day, she always went to the fields to help her father plant rice. After her mother died at the age of 13, Siti became a tall and more mature woman who always helped her father's work and never want to trouble her father. One day, a handsome prince from large kingdom came. He was named Hito, who wanted to marry Siti. Princess, will you marry me? Siti confessed why prince can recognize me and want to marry me. How can you recognize me, prince? And why do you want to marry me when I am just an ugly country girl? A servant at my house recognized you to me. He showed me your photo and the servant told me all your activities and traits. You are a beautiful village girl, kind, simple, diligent, and love this family. This is the reason why I want to marry you. Siti's father is eager to see his favorite daughter get married because he is not young anymore. He wants to see his daughter happily living a good life without having to work. Because all this time Siti has always worked to help my father plant rice. A servant who works in the kingdom of Prince Hito turns out to be the sibling of his father. It was his father who told the servant to introduce his beloved daughter to the prince because he wanted her daughter to get married. On the other hand, the prince is also looking for a suitable life partner to accompany him forever until his death separates. After knowing this was her father's request, Siti did not think long. She immediately accepted the prince's proposal. Shortly after marriage proposal was carried out in a luxurious kingdom. Weddings were held massively. Siti, a simple girl, looks beautiful in white dress and crown that she wears. Vows are made and rings exchanged. The celebration goes on throughout the night. When the wedding took place, Siti was crowned the princess and arrived when Siti wanted to move to the prince's kingdom. Her father spoke. Goodbye, my little angel. No, I don't need to worry because this time my doctor has found a loyal companion and will be taken care of by your prince. I am very worried who will take care of her if I can't. Prince, please take care of my little angel because I will not let her have trouble for the rest of her life because her life is very difficult before marrying you, Prince. Oh, father, replied Siti, shedding tears. Dad, I promise I will make my wife happy. You don't have to worry about it. I will take care of her because I love her very much. Sincere promise from the prince, but whether the prince can keep his promise? Days pass very quickly. Prince and Siti have been living life after being married for 3 months. It was with great joy that Prince Hito had really kept his promise to take good care of his wife, so as not to let the princess even touch all the homework. Whatever the princess wants, she would immediately bring it to her by the maids in the kingdom. Servant, your majesty, are you alright? Daughter, oh, of course. I just want to go to the front yard to see beautiful flowers. servant. "No, princess, if you do, we will be fired by the prince. Let us just bring it for you." Putri, "No, no, 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 no." Not finished talking, the maid interrupts the daughter conversation. "Alright, weather, here come the beautiful flowers." At that time, the princess' face began to appear rhythm in her life. She could only sit and was not allowed to do any work. The princess turned pale and gloomy. She always sleeps from morning to evening, wake up only for dinner and goes back to sleep. Prince Hito began to be suspicious of the princess' condition. "Doctor, what's wrong with you? Are you sick?" "No, Prince, I just feel a little." Not yet finished talking, the prince immediately cut off the princess' conversation. "Oh, oh, hungry? Oh my gosh, you're hungry. Chef?" The chef come over to the princess. "What do you want, your excellency?" "We have fried rice, pasta, fried noodles, pizza, burger, fried chicken, and..." Stop, stop, stop. "I'm not hungry," said the princess. "Oh my wife, look a little sleepy. You need a rest." "No, but I'm bored," said the princess. "Oh daughter, I have promised your father will not bore you." The next day, the prince had made plans for his wife to cheer up again. He called a comedian to comfort her. Everyone laughed at the comedian's sadness, but not the princess, who still looked gloomy and gloomy. The prince took another way by calling magician and dancer, who were very reliable, but none of that could make the princess entertained. Prince Hito was worried when a servant suddenly came and told him about a witch from a remote village. Without thinking, the prince went straight to find the witch. When he arrived, "Your Majesty, how can I serve you?" "Great witch, my wife is so bored that all her happiness just goes away. This is very bad. You come back tomorrow and take him with you. I'll treat him." The next day, the prince and the princess returned to the witch place. The witch took the princess to a room and told her to tell everything that happened in the place. The witch knew all the content of the princess' heart. Finally, the witch opened a box containing a batik robe. Inside this batik robe lives a fairy who has extraordinary powers, and now the fairy is in that batik robe. You have to keep wearing that batik robe to keep yourself busy, but if you don't use it, you will very bored again. The witch talked to the prince so that he must support the princess whatever he wants. "But I have promised the father of the daughter that I will not allow the daughter to do anything. Remember this for the good of your wife. You want to see your wife sad again, and her father won't let her daughter be sad." The following days, the prince began to employ his wife in various ways, from cooking, painting, caring for plants, and providing food to the prince. With the batik robe, it makes the princess feel easy in doing any activity, and everything the princess does will look amazing. Finally, the princess returned to smiling to be a cheerful person. He always looked happy, there is no more boredom. The prince was very happy to see his wife, who was very happy and cheerful.